Here goes Ben driving down the road. Recognizes a flat. He's going to pull off to the right side of the road so as to avoid any traffic, because he's got a flat. Jumps out the car. Oh man, got a flat. What do we do? Step 2 in the flat tire process is locating a spare tire, tire iron, and or jack to fix the flat tire. In most cases, the tools needed for the job are located in the back of the trunk. 2 types of tires that you generally run into. Most cars do have a hubcap. In this case, Ben will demonstrate how to remove the hubcap using the hell is that thing? Flat end of the crowbar. You will pry the hubcap at the 4 corners of the circle. And then you'll pop it off, and then it should easily pop off. Good. Other types of tires may have no hubcap at all, which in that case you can just go ahead and begin loosening the lug nuts, which is step 3. All you want to do is just loosen them up just enough to be able to get them loosenable by hand. If you don't, otherwise it becomes nearly impossible because the weight of the car is not on the tire.
I can't get the last one off without that key.
Okay. And in some instances, the newer cars and newer models may have a lug nut that has a special safety device on it. You can see here, which requires a key, which generally comes with the kit for each of the cars. The first thing to be done once you need to start jacking the car is to get the jack actually started up. So you can do that by hand like Ben is showing us. And probably one of the most important things about jacking a car up is to make sure that you're on a solid part of the car. Usually the frame is the best place to do that. You don't want to put it on a soft part of the car because you could cause damage to the undercarriage. And the jack itself usually is fitted to fit certain parts of the car. That way it can be secure. And it would be very bad if it landed on top of your head if it slid out.
Keep going?
Yeah, just right go ahead and just show a little bit. What is that there? The device that Ben is using generally allows you to just spin the car up. You don't need to get it really high off the ground. All you need to do is just get the tire just barely off the ground. You can see that the car is starting to go upward, releasing the weight from the tire. And you should do it just enough so that you can move the tire off. Might need a little more. Generally, if you can turn the tire, which we can do now, it's good enough. The next step is removal of the lug nuts. You might have to twist the, what's that thing called again? Key. Okay, yeah, you probably need to take the key lug nut off first. You want to loosen it up enough with the wrench to get it to where you can loosen it by hand. Passerbys may help you in some instances, but don't get your hopes up. The next step in the flat tire process is to remove the flat tire, and you're probably going to want to put this where your spare initially was. So you can roll it to the back of the car and then place it in the trunk. Next process is to take the new tire out from your trunk, and then you would like to roll it ever so carefully to the front tire or wherever you need to replace your tire. Then you would need to place it back onto the wheel well, line it up with the screws, which may take a little help. If you're by yourself, which Ben is, you may need to,
You're screwed.
you may need to sit on the ground and use your knees to guide the tire in. Otherwise, if you have a helpful passerby, they can assist you. Alright, the next process is to put the lug nuts back on. You want to just hand tighten them enough to where they can no longer be screwed at all. And then following that, you'll lower the tire, or lower the car, and you'll tighten them with the wrench. After you hand tighten, you'll use the wrench to tighten them up a little bit. Don't over tighten in this process because you need the weight of the car back on the tire. The next step involves lowering the car back to its original place. You can see that the weight is placed back on the tire. You want to make sure you have the full weight of the car on there, so completely take the jack out from underneath the car. After that, you'll want to tighten the lug nuts as tight as you can possibly get them. You can start with the key chuck. Did this go all the way in?
Just keep on spinning, it'll click.
Now, do you use your foot? I always did.
Yeah.
Okay. In many cases, you may want to put your full body weight on the lug nut to tighten it as much as possible.
That's good. That lock one's not supposed to be as tight.
Okay. And you'll do the same for all 5 of the lug nuts. And that's it.